Parham, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm just filming my food. I mean, is that weird?
Good morning! What's up, YouTube? I hope you're all well. Today is the first episode of our series that I'm starting called Summer Shredding for 2017. Then you gotta get shredded. So, what I'm gonna be doing in this series is to tell you all of the tools, all the things that I do, and diet, everything from the smallest thing to the biggest things, how to get shredded, how to get ready for summer, and all that good stuff. I just said good morning, but it's actually 12 o'clock over here. Never mind that. I'm gonna be going over diet, as I said, what I do in the summertime, because my diet is different during the winter and the summer. These are all things, guys, that you can do by yourself. You don't need anyone's help, you just need to know them. You need to be educated around them, and once you do, you can even teach to other people. That's my goal with this series, to get people educated of how to take care of their bodies and how to maintain a nice, sleek physique. A physique like Ryan Reynolds, like people that play like Batman. I forgot his name, the guy that played it in there. What I decided to do for this series, that is to gain a little bit of weight, to put it on a little fat mass, to get myself to a point where I'd consider personally not to be an optimal state for my body right now. I did this just to show you guys how easy it is, or in other words, how you use strategies to your own advantage to lose that weight. And also I wanted to show the problems you encounter when you're starting out from a disadvantage, because all these YouTubers, all these people giving advice, they're already in a really good state. So I think it's a bit unfair to try to get advice. But anyways, I want to show you a physique update. Now, as of right now, where I am, how I look like. This is me at about roughly 87 kilos. I usually don't like to stay this bulky because I personally favor the Hollywood sleek body type. The type of, as I said, Ryan Reynolds or like Achilles, Brad Pitt. All those people have great bodies, I think. That's the optimal range. I'm gonna show you guys physique updates consistently so you can see how I progress and that the strategies are actually working. What's up, guys? How are you doing? Today was shoulder day, and before I get into the details, I just want to tell you how I like to structure my workouts and what I do usually when I train. So when I begin on my workouts, I usually try to have 2 exercises that I try to progress on over the weeks, meaning that these are the heaviest training exercises on my workouts on that specific day. And today, since it was shoulder day, it was the military overhead press, which I'm warming up on right now. And the second one was, which you will see further on, is the overhead dumbbell seated press. So what I like to do on my strength training portion of my workout, before I get to the hypertrophic training part, is that I like to go for 4 to 6 reps. I find that the most optimal range for strength gains. But today specifically, I only did 2 reps because I was testing out my maximum weight threshold. This is good to do time to time. I don't recommend it that any newbie just try and do this because they can hurt themselves and they might just have hugely what's that word I'm looking for? Compromise on their form, and which will result in no gains at all. But I think it's good for the muscles to test out a new strength threshold time to time. Anyway, so now you can see again what I was talking about. This is a 4 to 6 rep range, focusing on strength, focusing on keeping the back as firm as possible. A huge tip I have for lifters nowadays is not to look at themselves at all. I'm not even talking about the mirror only. I try to just close your eyes and imagine what's going on outside. What this does is that your body automatically balances all the muscles, trying to accommodate that visualization that you have for yourself, resulting in a much better form, at least in my experience with my clients and myself. So just try this out in the gym next time you're training. Just close your eyes and try to imagine the muscles that you're training, and this will put a much more isolation focus on the muscle that you're actually trying to pump and train.
So now we move on to the second strength training exercise, which was the seated overhead dumbbell press. This is again what I was talking about, 4 to 6 rep range. One thing though that I try to criticize everyone on, and I can criticize myself on here as well, is that keeping your back not as arched as I am right here, because, but well, this is a compromise because I am going heavy. But once you arch your back, you put some of the pressure of the dumbbells on your upper traps and lower traps, resulting in an imbalance of pressing power from your shoulder muscles. So try to keep your back as straight as possible against the bench, which will put your shoulder muscles to a much more isolation state. On these I did 3 sets again, going for that 4 to 6 rep range, but this one I moved down a little bit because I was feeling fatigued from the previous workout that I did the day before. So I didn't really want to, I knew my limits, and I put down the weight a little bit. This is 32 kilos, moving down from 42, I think. Somewhere around there, I'm unsure, but yes, again, with that 4 to 6 rep range. So, as I said, at the beginning of the workout, it is a strength training portion. So when I move further on and I progress through the workout, I try to go for more of a hypertrophic training style. But basically this means, if you're not familiar with this, is that strength training is usually high weights, low reps, and hypertrophic training, which focuses on muscle growth, is a slightly higher rep range with slightly, again, lower weights. So what this exercise is known for, or at least, I don't know, I don't see many people doing this, but this is basically 2 exercises merged together, which creating a longer movement of an exercise, which creates a higher isometric press on your shoulder muscles, putting the time under tension to a high level. And I love this one, doing this after my strength training portions, because this allows for the maximum amount of muscle growth. Because once your muscles are fatigued by doing that much strength training, you're really ripping your muscles apart and trying to, so they can grow again once you start eating and replenishing your body. So this is why I do the strength training in the beginning and then move on to the hypertrophic training. Because I find if you do the hypertrophic training with the higher reps in the beginning of the workout, you just fatigue your nervous system and you can't really move on to the higher weights, and it's just not optimal, at least for me and the people I've seen do my workouts. But I guess if you feel better that way, you can, and if you find that you're progressing throughout the week, going higher, either in reps or weight, then this might not be for you. But this is mostly what works for most clients, and I've seen the most results with. So the shoulder has 3 parts, if I hadn't mentioned that: the front, the middle, and the back. What I usually do is focus mostly on the front parts and then move very quickly to the back part, because I find that my middle part is pretty developed and I want to get that front to back range more enlarged, I guess. So you can see these 2 last exercises were for the back muscles of the shoulders, the back shoulder muscle. So this again, this is a good, you can see that I'm not really resting, and again, this is because of the isometric hold. This is for the hypertrophic training. We're going for that 10 to 12 rep range. This really puts you in a prime state for muscle growth. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this segment. I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video. I'm going to show you really quick what I ate, and I'll see you later.
Alright guys, I just got home from training. It's late, it's 10 o'clock right now, but I'm making food inside. I'm going to show you a really quick sneak peek, because I'm going to be showing you in more detail in the other videos to come. I don't want to go into too much detail because this is just a presentation of the series. So here we go. I'm just going to show you quickly what I'm making. This is an example meal of the typical meals I'm going to have during this prep. So here we go guys, I'm going to show you what I'm making tonight.
I've been down so long, it look like up to me. They look up to me. I got fake people showing fake love to me. Straight up to my face. Straight up to my face. Something ain't right when we talking. Something ain't right when we talking. It look like you hiding your problems. Really, you never was solving. No, you can't sun me. You won't ever get to run me. Just know when I gotta reach, I reach back like 1-3. Like 1-3, yeah. That's when they smile in my face. Whole time they wanna take my place. Whole time they wanna take my
Guys, I want to wrap up this episode right here because it's getting kind of late, and then all my family's gonna go to sleep. So they're all wondering like, "Well, Parham, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just filming my food." I mean, is that weird? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna get back to much more detail in the upcoming episodes. So stay tuned, stay golden. Parham out.